Hello students, in today's lecture we'll discuss about the conductors and dielectrics. In that we'll consider the current and current density topic. So as you know that due to the flow of charges there is the electric current, right? So electric charge is flow of electric charge is that is nothing but constitute current. Now whenever charges are passing through any specified surface or a point in a material per second, that will contribute as a current. So therefore unit of current is amperes and defined as a rate of movement of charge passing a given reference point or crossing a given reference plane, and that is given by I is equal to dq by dt, right? So current is defined as a motion of positive charges although conduction the metal takes place through motion of electrons. This is about the current. One more term we will go through, that is what current density J. So why we require current density J in this electromagnetics? See, Ohm's law is nothing but it relates to the applied voltage, electric current and resistance. So therefore this relation is simple, straightforward in DC circuits, but in electromagnetics engineering motion of charges are in various media such as liquid, gas and dielectrics, etc. Therefore in such a media both positive and negative charges are available, therefore with a different characteristics. So therefore Ohm's law is not sufficient to find out current through such a media. So hence electromagnetic engineering in we get current density. So we need a current density in this section for that purpose, right? So that is given in terms of ampere per meter square, right? Now next we go to the we try to develop a relationship between I and J. So that is current and current density. For that I will consider one surface S and I is nothing but current passing through the surface, and the direction of current is normal to the surface and also the direction of J is normal to the surface. Now in this case I will consider an incremental surface ds, right? Incremental surface ds and a unit vector an which is normal to the incremental surface ds. Now we can by considering the incremental surfaces, so we get the incremental current that is nothing but equal to Jn, that is normal to surface, delta S, and if the current density is not perpendicular to the surface then we get directly delta is equal to J dot delta S. Okay, so delta is equal to J dot delta S, where cos, because cos of 90 is nothing but what, 1, so therefore it can be J dot delta S. Now to integration I can tell that total current obtained is I integrating over both sides, I is equal to integration over surface J dot ds. So this is the equation we get if we develop a relationship between I and J in terms of dot product, right? Now next is we want to develop the relationship between J and rho v. So to develop this relation I need to consider a set of charged particles which gives rise to rho v in a volume V, right? And the current density J can relate it to the velocity with the volume charge density, right? So therefore you can see here current density may be related to the velocity of the volume charge density at the point. So you can see over here figure, it is given the cube is there, x axis, y axis, z axis, right? Now in this case you can observe del q is equal to rho v delta v, already you know this, and this is a surface del s, this is a point, and this cube is having a length del l. Now what we do is so the value of charge, now element charge del q is nothing but rho v del s into del L, now which moves along the x-axis. Now in time interval delta t, the element of charge has moved a distance delta x, right? Now the charge moving through a reference plane perpendicular to the direction of motion is del q is equal to rho v del s del x. Now therefore delta I is equal to, we can get delta q by del t, right, is nothing but equal to rho v del s into del x by del t. So here you can tell that del q already you know, rho v into del v, and one more is del I, you can tell that it's nothing but del q by del t. So where del q is nothing but rho v del s into del x. So that is we can get the equation of this. So now as the limit of moving charge with respect to time is just del I is equal to rho v del s vx. So in terms of current density, we find Jx is equal to rho v into Vx, or you can tell J is equal to rho v into vector V. So this last result shows clearly that charge in motion constitute a current. So we name it here as a convection current. Therefore J is equal to rho v into V is then called as convection current density. So this is nothing but what a relationship we have developed between a J and a rho v. So by considering the incremental distances, right? Thank you.